Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. 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 This video, I feel like I am sort of going back to my roots, so to speak. In the past, if you have been with me for any amount of time, you know that I used to, like, my channel was pretty much built on like Tarte and It Cosmetics and Laura Geller and products like that. I actually picked up the new palette from Tarte, and it is the Tarte Full Bloom palette. This is what the box looks like, and then this is what the actual palette looks like. So this is the Tartelette Full Bloom palette, and it's gold on the back, just like the smaller palettes. I am actually going to pull out of the drawer the OG Tartelette in Bloom palette, which I still own, and you can see the difference in the size of the two. So this is where we started with these shades here, and then this one, this is what the shades look like. So sort of still along those same lines, but I feel like a little bit rosier. So a good companion palette. You have 28 shades. Yeah, you have 28 shades in this palette. This palette retails for $52. You can purchase it at Ulta, or you can purchase it on Tarte's website. I have been looking all over YouTube to see if I could see somebody who had my skin tone who tried this palette out, and I am throwing the box away. I cannot find anybody of my skin tone who has tried this palette out, although in the ad they do have somebody who's a little bit darker than me who obviously had the products on their eyes. I have no eyeshadows on my eyes, so we are going to be sort of doing a get ready with me. I am on actually Ulta's website, and I am going to read the description. It says Tarte's #1 palette, supersized. Tartelette Full Bloom Amazonian Clay palette features 28 new limited edition shades inspired by cult fave In Bloom. There are 28 new rosy, plum, and bronze neutrals, romantic matte, shimmer, metallic, and glitter finishes. Light reflecting mineral pigments deliver maximum color payoff and make your eye color pop. They're supposed to be buttery smooth in texture. Wear all day, and they are dermatologist and ophthalmologist tested and safe for contact lens wearers. Thank goodness, because I have on my contacts today. So I am just going to sort of zoom in and do just a quick sort of my everyday type of look with this palette, because as I look at this palette is excellent for every day. I do see some good transition shades for my skin tone, as well as I love the fact that they gave you this dark brown to go with the rosies instead of putting like a black in here, which would be sort of overkill. But we are going to jump in. I think that where I am going today is going to be more on the rosy side. I'm going to zoom in. I have already done my complexion, so I am crossing my fingers that I don't have any fallout. I don't usually, I think, experience any fallout from the Amazonian Clay eyeshadows, so we're going to cross our fingers and do our eyeshadow. What I have on my lips today is from Pat McGrath Labs. It is the Lip Fetish Divinal Lip Shine, and it is in the shade Flesh 7, and I think this came in a bundle when the blushes came out, so that is how I picked that up. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to use a sort of fluffy blender brush. This is the BK Beauty 201 brush, And I am going to go into the shade Romance here. And that is going to be my transition shade. I did not show you, but I'm going to be using this big gorgeous mirror that comes with the palette. You can see all my background to do my look today. This mirror is very clear. You can see the middle of next week with this mirror. So we're going to get started. I am going to go in with the shade Romance. There is some kick up in the pan. So that is the shade Romance. It is a really pretty sort of mauvey shade. I am going to go in with the shade over top of it, and that is the shade Lotus. And that is going to go on my lid. I am actually going to use my finger first, and then I'll go into it with a brush. But I am also going to go in with the shade Grow, which is that dark brown. And I am going to take let's use the Worker Pro, I believe this one is. We'll use the Worker Pro and go in on sort of the outer. That is very deep. I can probably use that little bit for both eyes. Alright, so I am going to grab a Sigma brush. Is it here? Like my favorite Sigma brush ever, and I don't think they make it anymore. This is the Sigma E56 shader brush. So it has like a really, like it's really like a thin brush. And this is good for sort of getting into this area right here. And I am going to go, let's go with the shade Cherry Blossom, which is here, and we'll do the inner corner. This one seems a little more glittery than the ones that I have used, but all right. And I am going to take a smudge. So this is a Morphe M508 smudger brush, and we're going to go in with the shade Grow, and then Romance, and then the lid shade, which is Lotus, on the lower lash line. I am actually going to go with Lotus first. Alright, so I just used the Rougher 26 brush to sort of smudge out that very, very pigmented dark brown up under my eyes. I am going to do some eyeliner and some mascara, and I will be right back. Alright, so I am back. I decided, I picked up like a gift set of these Maracuja Juicy Lip little pencils, lippies, whatever, from Tarte. This one is in the shade Wild Berry. I am actually going to take off the lip color that I have now, and I'm going to try this one. These are supposed to be very moisturizing for the lips, and hopefully it'll give me just like a tint of color. And they click up. Yeah, they click up that way. So you don't twist it, you click it. I need my mirror. And it's really pretty and really shiny. It's almost like a lip gloss, like in a tube form, but that is a really pretty shade, and it goes with the eye look that I have today. Ugh. Yep, really pretty. I like that. This might be sort of something you can wear up under your mask because it's not super pigmented. Yeah, you'll get a little bit on your mask, but your lips feel like they will be really moisturized up under wearing that mask. So this is the look from the Tartelette Full Bloom palette, and I am going to, I think, just do a couple of swatches of some of the other shades that I did not use, just so you can see them. So we're gonna go sort of like, since I did the sort of mauve, sort of rosy side, I'm gonna do a few from this warmer side, and this one is the shade Plush. And of course you have your gold, which it wouldn't be a Tarte palette without a gold shade in it. And this is the shade Sunflower. You have a little darker, it was like a bronzy gold, and this one is called Energy. Really pretty shades. I am going to go back over to the rosy side. This one is almost, I don't know how, it's almost like a lavender gray, gorgeous. And this one is called Eye Catching. This one I agree is eye-catching. You have another one here called Lavish. This is sort of a satin shade, but really pretty, like a rosy bronze. And one more, let's see. This one is a matte with a little bit of a glitter in it. And this one is called Creative. And let's do another matte. We'll do sort of your warm brown matte. And this one is called Generous. So this palette right here, right up my alley. I already love Tarte's Amazonian Clay eyeshadows anyway. I love all of those little palettes that came in like the smaller square packaging like these. I even like the Juicy palette and the little Juicy palette that came out like I think Christmas last year. And I do think for the most part that this one I would say is brown girl friendly. This one does, I mean, it does have quite a few light shades in it, but there are also some darker shades that you can use to sort of balance the look out. Like I said, the palette is $52, which I don't think is too bad for a palette of this size from a higher, not high end, but a higher end brand like Tarte. That is it, you all. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and may your day be as flawless as your makeup. Bye.